Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see Maharashtra State Board, Class 8, Subject Science, Chapter number 9, Disaster Management. When we talk about the disaster management, it's a combination of two words. One is a disaster, another is a management. And both the words have different meanings and they are very important in human's life. When we talk about the disaster, that disaster, it's not only the earthquake or the storm, anything which leads towards the loss of a life or the loss of properties, then that particular situation or that particular scenario is called as the disaster. And the management, because if we want to avoid the loss of life or the loss of properties by the disaster, then we should have the proper management to control the effect of these kind of the disaster. Generally, when we talk about the disasters, then the disasters can be classified into two different categories. The one is a natural disaster and the another is a man-made disasters. So here we are going to talk about some of the natural disasters and some of the emergency cases like the fire. So, and what exactly we are supposed to do, what are the precautions we have to take in this kind of a particular situations. So, immediately we will begin with the first part in that and well known to everyone, that is the earthquake. First, we will understand what exactly is an earthquake. When we talk about the earthquake, it's nothing but a natural disaster. It's a category, is a natural disaster. And till date, there are no special designed machineries or the instrument or the devices which can predict the exact timing and the location of the earthquake. Still, the research is on in this particular field. Now, we will talk about what exactly is earthquake. Earthquake is nothing but the seismic waves leading to the movements of Earth's surface like a tremors, shaking, or it goes up and down. Means basically it's nothing but the shaking nature of the earth. When the earth surface shakes or moves or gives you the tremors, and that situation is called as the earthquake. And the central point of the earthquake in the point above the epicenter of the earth's surface. Strong convulsions or waves at first reach to the epicenter, therefore major loss occurs near to that area. Means in a simply, if I want to show you with the pictures, then you can see this is nothing but what the focal point we have. We call it as a focal point, and just above to it on the earth's surface, that particular position is called as the epicenter. And the positions or the area which is nearest to it feels the maximum loss, or they are getting the maximum loss of the properties and the lives in that particular situation, or this particular area feels the maximum strength of the earthquake, and then it goes on continuously on the outer regions. So this way it shows its effect. Further is when we talk about the earthquake, then some more information they have given over here. National Earthquakes Information Center, every year nearly 12,400 to 14,000 earthquake occurs on the earth's surface, and this data came from the tris.education website. From this is this it is noticed that earth is continuously vibrating, and that's why this particular kind of, or this huge number of earthquakes are coming every year on the earth's surface. But maximums are in that are the of a lower scale. Now if I'm talking about this scale, then we should study about the device which is used to measure the earthquake and its strength. In that one we have the seismometer. Two kind of seismometers are there, the vertical seismometer and the horizontal seismometer. If you will see in this particular picture, the drum like structure this drum-like structure is there on which the graph papers are attached, and this is nothing but what the pointer which vibrates. When earthquake comes, it vibrates and make a markings like this on the this paper, and by that particular graph paper we can talk about the strength of the earthquake or the effect of the earthquake. And to measure the earthquake, we have the Richter scale, and this is one of the mathematical measuring unit which we are using to measure the earthquake. Further, we have the causes of an earthquake and effects of an earthquake. So these are the reasons they have given by which the earthquake may cause. In that, the first one, the volcanic eruption, then the stress of a big dams on the earth, then the mining, underground atomic test, and the water percolates through the cracks of the earth, and due to tremendous heat the water converts into the steam and try to come out, and that may lose the earth's surface and that may lead towards the earthquake. On the other side, they have given us about the effects of the earthquake: loss of human beings, wild animals and pets, economic loss at a large scale, and the ecosystem destruction, direction of a flow of rivers and the possibility of a stream changes, possibility of a fire in a city increases. If there is an earthquake at the bottom of an ocean, it may create tsunami waves, and thereby large scale destruction of a coastal region is possible. And then the level of a water table changes. So these are the effects of an earthquake. Now the precautions to be taken at the time of earthquake. In that, the first one, if you are at a home, then try to reach at a safer place in your home as soon as possible. Instead of running here and there, try to look the stronger things in your home like a pillars or the strong table. You can stand nearby to that pillar, and or you can go under the strong table so as to protect yourself. After that, if you are in a vehicle or outside the house, then try to reach at a safer place. Don't go near to the strong or the tall buildings or the electrical poles or near the trees. Try to be inside your vehicle if you are at a safe place. Further, avoid doing the things during earthquake. In that, the one is avoid using lift. We should not use the lift in the multi-story building. Then do not sit in a discomfort for a long. Just have a walk and have a physical movements. After the earthquake, there is a possibility of a fire, so don't use straight away the gas stoves. And what we should do, first of all, switch off the electrical supply, and we should not use it, and do not use the candle lantern, because what happens, there may release of a gas or the leakage in the gas pipelines due to the earthquake. So possibilities are there of a gas leak and the fire. So better is use the torches or the batteries. Earthquake resistant proof buildings. Nowadays the earthquake resistant buildings are designed, and these are the three different criterias we have under which the earthquake resistant constructions are constructed. One is the IS 456, IS 1893, and the IS 13920. Further is fire. The another disaster is a fire. Types of fire, we have 5 different types of fires: class A, class B, class C, D and E. Class A is a fire in which the fire is due to the solid substances like wood, clothes, coal, papers, etc. And the class B fire is due to the liquid like petrol, oil, varnish, solvents, cooking oils. Class C fire is due to the gaseous substances. Then the class D is for the chemical substances, where the different chemicals may lead towards the fire or the explosions. Then the class E fire is due to the electrical short circuits or the fire caused by the electrical components. In the other side, they have given as a method of fire extinction. The first what step we have to take is a cool down or the cool out. Whatever is the surrounding of that fire, first of all we should cool them out so as the fire may not increase towards the surrounding area. And for that we should use water. Then the next step is a suppress the fire. We should suppress the fire. We should try to control the fire, that it should not go towards the further part. Next was keep away flammable substances. Should keep the flammable substances away from the fire. So these are the three steps what we should follow at the time of a fire. Precautions and safety measures we have to take. Develop the habit of switching off gas regulators and the electrical appliances when they are not in use, and especially at the time of night. To make others alert and call them for help, shout loudly. Call fire brigade, provide information how to use fire extinguishers. And the first aid, we should learn the first aid, how to give the patient comfort, and call the doctors immediately. Next one is a landslide. Natural cracks and the fissures present in a hard rocks cause their breaking, especially at the time of heavy rains. Water entering these cracks causes cracks, weathering of their rocks. Weight increases, these rocks slice on the sloppy region and settle at the lower side. This is called collapse of rift. Causes of landslide: after effects of a natural disasters like earthquake, tsunami, heavy rains, storms, floods cause landslide. Unlimited cutting of trees causes soil erosion. While building roads in mountain, there is a lot of digging that makes the mountain weak. Now, what are the effects of the landslide? Rivers get flooded and change their paths, displacement of waterfalls, formation of artificial water reservoirs. There is life and financial loss on a large scale as trees, building, rocks on slopy area collapse on low-lying land. Then the landslide affects the traffic. Landslide destroys plant life on it. Next, there is a disaster relief planning. What are the disaster relief plannings we have? Primary information of the school. School's information should be given properly. There is a name and address of the school, name and residential address of the headmaster with a contact number, names and a contact number of a school management members, total number of staff working in the school. Then the school disaster management committee should be taught everything regarding the fire extinguishers, awareness, instructions, traffic management, everything. Then the detailed information about school building is supposed to be noted down. That is the total number of rooms, number of classrooms, number of students, classes, types of roof, wooden, cement, sheets, or what, age of a building, building year. Then information about the school ground, size and the capacity, everything should be noted. Then the daily routine of the school, time to start, breaks, the gaps between the lectures, everything should be noted. Then the possible hazards in the school, name and type, destruction in the past and the current planning, disaster management map of the school, and every year's things means the entrance, exit, place of probable dangers in the school, safe places at the time of the disaster, the entry, exit, everything should be noted and the detailed information should be given to the students. Next, there is a mock drill in the school. Every month, school should follow the mock drill for the emergency, or in the case of the disaster, how the student should work, how should student move out of the school safely. Then the work of the institutes they have given over here, the Government of India in collaboration with the Indian Mountaineer Institute and the International Center for Integrated Mountain Development has launched a program to forecast the landslides and its effects. And the Institute of Geology and the World Geological Forum also help for this forecast. So this is all about your chapter number 9, disaster management.